We have paid new minimum wage to shame those wishing Rivers workers Black Christmas, Governor Fubara says. This will not be smart, you know. So Fubara is saying that he has paid the new minimum wage to the Rivers State workers and prepared them for the Christmas. So anybody wishing Rivers State workers Black Christmas will be put to shame and are already being put to shame. This is a very good testimony from his side, though. I am telling you, people will be happy. Paid new minimum wage, 85,000 naira minimum wage, not even 70,000 that the government approved. So this is a very good one. But the only problem I have with this is this allegation of overborrowing, bloated debt for the Rivers State government having grown from 5.2 billion to about 213.9 billion is something that is of concern from the Zenith Bank. So I hope that, Fubara's government will come out and debunk that or find a defense for that. If not, it will mean that it's borrowing to pay salary and all of that. But again, let's dive into the details to hear more from Governor Fubara. Rivers State Governor Sir Siminalayi Fubara says his administration now reckons as the first to implement payment of the 85,000 minimum wage for civil servants, 85,000 naira minimum wage. So Governor Fubara made the assertion on Thursday at the banquet hall of Government House in Port Harcourt during the Emblem Appeal Fund launching, preparatory to the Armed Forces Remembrance Day celebration on January 15. Sir Fubara said today's event is Emblem Appeal Fund launching support for our fallen heroes, their widows, and also those whose loved ones have left them. This event means so much to me because I fall in the category of the dependents of the fallen heroes. Maybe you don't understand. My late father was a military officer, so I'm also one of them that are dependents. Can you imagine? So Fubara governor is a dependent of a fallen hero. That's good. I wish every dependent would be like you. So it is important to us because every January when my mother goes for that event, she comes back smiling. We feel the joy. So we have to join hands together to make this year's own very special. We cannot do enough for them. No matter what we do, the losses are there. Those spaces cannot be filled. But the only thing we can do is to cushion the effect, and in cushioning that effect, we have to give our support to the survivors of the fallen heroes. I feel very sad when the chairman of Nigerian Legion mentioned that the employment that was allotted to the Legion has not been assessed. But I also need to correct that comment. We have two parts of employment. One part of it is the main civil service employment, which I suspended because the number of people that we employed were not needed for now anymore. Don't forget that we are going to the general employment later. But what we need in Rivers State now is engagement of professionals. We need teachers and we need doctors. We've gone past the stage where you employ just 10,000 persons into civil service. Such will not help the growth of this state. So that was the reason why I suspended it and insisted that employment that should be approved should be employee of professionals. I can say boldly that we've employed over 2,000 medical doctors. The records are there. We have also employed teachers. At least for UBE, I have okayed the approval of 1,000, which they did before, and we have also asked them to increase the number, both for the UBE and the post-primary schools board. So, acting chairman of Legionnaires, your 50 slot is still there waiting for you to assess it. On the issue of scholarships, Rivers State government has not empowered the scholarship board yet, okay? But there are some scholarship programs that we are engaged in. We offer scholarship to students in Palmo University. We also did recently in Wigways University. So if it is those ones, the Rivers State government has no hand in the selection process. You have to pass the exams and be on the list of the 100 to 150 prospectives. So it means it is not automatic for you to qualify. But be patient. When we start our internal scholarship coordinated by the scholarship board, maybe the criteria might be different, and we assure you, you will be accommodated. We are here to honor dedication, to commend determination. A lot of you that are here, I know you have been hearing one thing or the other, but what we are doing is not different from what these fallen heroes did for our country. Some persons who have decided to be enemies of this state wanted us to experience a black Christmas. But because we are determined to make sure that the interest of Rivers State should be the first thing, we were able, not easy though, but to meet obligation as a government. And today I can say boldly that our civil servants are happy, even in the face of all the propaganda alluding that the state's allocation fell under one bridge. They said, can you imagine if it fell under one bridge? We are now the first state not just making the promise, but living up to the promise to pay the minimum wage. Today, civil servants who were collecting 70,000 are jubilating with 120 to 140,000. Wow, that means they paid double, including Christmas bonus. That's a good one. What is the greatest joy any government can achieve? You might do some projects, but the most important thing is the happiness that you leave in the hearts of people. People may, for example, forget that Sir Dr. Peter Odili built this banquet hall, but they won't forget the story of when they couldn't pay their children's school fees because of poor salary, and when their salary has now improved. So they will always remember that, look, if not for that government, this my son wouldn't have been a graduate. If not for that salary, this my son would not be a lawyer, or he will not have become a judge, and he may not have become an engineer. So the most important thing is making sure that our Rivers people are out first priority in everything we do. So let me thank every one of you that have continued to support us. God does not start and end halfway. We are determined to follow this journey, and we'll follow it to the end, where everyone will know that it is only God Almighty that gives power. This nana blast from Wiki, I'm telling you. I need to commend our security agencies for the support. I can say with all amount of assurance that they've been very cooperative. I know a lot of them are under one pressure or the other, yes, especially the Commissioner of Police, which is normal. But we can always ask you to do the right thing. We will not ask you to do the wrong thing. Therefore, doing the right thing is easy, and that brings peace in the state. We are happy with what you are doing. We'll continue to support you to succeed in Rivers State. Oh boy. Fubara don't finish work for here, and they don't send message to Wiki and his people. Those that, were waiting to hear that Rivers State people could not do Christmas because salaries were not paid are now being put to shame. Those people that were wishing Rivers State civil servant black Christmas can now say that they will have green and white Christmas. So thank you, Fubara, for that. I'm sure what he has done is that he has given them, including Christmas bonus, double their pay for this month, so that they can prepare and have their Christmas. Even though inflation will chop the money, at least the government has done something. Wow, let's congratulate Fubara for that. But let's make sure that the borrowing spree of the state is not overbloated, it's not out of control, so that the government can still survive, maintaining this obligation that they have gotten themselves into by reason of maintaining the minimum wage. So thank you for listening, and let's have your comment, and let's also wish Fubara well.